Hello everyone, welcome to the Geekdom, the place where we outcast come to talk about the things we love, and welcome back to Batman Week. So, we had a subscriber suggestion. Exactly what I wanted from you guys. Thank you very much. We've got top 5 Batman comics. And that's it, top 5 Batman comics. So, it was a very vague comment. I wasn't sure if they meant Batman runs, or single issues, or storylines. So I've got a couple for each. And number 5 on this list is a bit of a cop-out because it's not Bruce, it's Terry. We've got Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic. So good. So good. The art is exceptional. Terry is Batman. I always love seeing Batman Beyond. We know on this channel that I adore him. I absolutely love this run. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a spoiler-free, almost like suggestion sort of vibe in this video. Go and read this, because it is such a fantastic book. Every moment got me like really excited. It pops off the page so beautifully. I mean, the whole future Gotham vibe always looks spectacular, especially in like more modern runs of it, because the artwork is just so good. Batman Beyond Neo Gotham, amazing. Right, Future Freddy here. I have just realized that in that segment, whilst I was editing it, I realized I've been saying Neo Gotham. I meant Batman Beyond Neoyear. Neo Gotham is the name of the future Gotham City. It's Batman Beyond Neoyear. Go check it. Next up on this list, we have Knightfall. I talk about Knightfall a lot on this channel. I like Bane. Bane's always great. He's such a cool villain. It's got one of the most iconic parts of the Batman story, which is Bane breaking his back and how the Bat family deals with that, like Robin, and eventually Azrael obviously becomes Batman in the next sort of chapter of it, which is really cool. Such an interesting sort of story. It's kind of in my perfect sweet spot of not too old of the comics that they can't get too dark with it, but also not too modern. It's such a little sweet spot. It's a great little story. If you can find it, read it. I know I read mine on my Kindle because it was easier to find and stuff, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere online. Next up, we have Batman Hush. Now, this is what I'd say is like a great start-off point to Batman. If you want to read Batman comics, this is what I'd say the number 2 best start-off point is. I think it's really great. You learn about a lot of different characters. You see his relationship with Selina, Superman. You get introduced to a lot of his villains. It talks about Jason's backstory. We see a few different members of the Bat family in it. I think it's really good. I think it's a great jumping on point. The villain in Thomas Elliot is really great. Spoilers. He's really great. It's a great new character. Obviously Hush 2 wasn't too great, but the original Hush run is fantastic. Definitely read that if you're a new Batman fan. At number 2 on this list is a new one. In fact, let me grab it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is Batman number 1. This just came out like 2 weeks ago. This is, I put it down and I was like, this is one of the best Batman single issues I've ever read. First of all, costume-wise, the blue suit is absolutely everything to me. I know some people asked for a comic book review. If that's something you guys are interested in the future, I would definitely like to do it, whether you'd like it in a short sort of format or as an actual video. I would love to do comic book reviews for you guys. This is spectacular. The costume is amazing. His actual portrayal of Bruce is unbelievable. I only had one flaw with it, and it's one of his opening lines of saying like, people don't change, but then that was almost sort of rectified later on in the issue. So it's a beautiful little issue. His relationship with Killer Croc in this is just fantastic. Tim's costume at the end looks great. We got introduced to some new characters. We got to see what it's like in Vandal's Gotham, where Jim Gordon is. It is a beautiful start to the new Batman era. This is my number 1 pick for if you're a new Batman fan, get this. This is still on shelves. You can literally go and pick this up for a couple of quid, a couple of bucks if you're American. You can literally just go and grab this. It's fantastic. Please, please read it. And at the number 1 spot on this list, I've kind of selected just a handful of comics here. It's not necessarily classed as its own run or anything, but I have Batman issues 436 and onwards. Now for me, this is when Batman actually got really interesting for me. Before that, I think that some of the issues, they're a bit touch and go. A bit touch and go, you know, it's just my personal preference. I prefer reading sort of like a 90s onwards sort of era. But 436 onwards is really special. This is the introduction of Tim Drake. Now, Tim is my favorite Robin. I've been over this before. Dick Grayson's my favorite superhero besides Spider-Man, but Tim Drake is my favorite in the role of Robin, and I love his introduction. I love how we see how he affects Bruce, because Bruce is obviously in his post-Jason era, and he's really sad, and...
You can't unalive that snack! I'd enter my grief era!
And it's just a really, really wonderful little story. He gets his own costume, so he's not like robbing the memory of Jason, which is really nice. Introduces us to a Robin with trousers, which is great. He gets a staff. I love it. I have a couple of the issues in my collection, which I just treasure very, very much. I think it's a really wonderful run, and it leads into the first ever Robin miniseries, which is the first time Robin's ever gone solo, which is really awesome. That Robin miniseries is also amazing, by the way. And then Tim Drake eventually got his own series because of those initial issues. Everyone loved Robin, and hey, wonderful things came from it. The first comic book I ever owned was one of the Robin comic books from the original Robin series, which is really cool. Well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe down below. As I've said previously, it's Batman week, so put your suggestions down there. That would be great. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to hear from me. Also, as I said with the comic book thing, if you've got any comic books that you want me to review, I'd love to do it. You know me, I've got as much knowledge as I can bear. So Batman, Spider-Man, any of them, I will obviously, if there's a new comic book on a Wednesday that you want to hear about specifically, I'll go and grab it and I'll make a video. So, well, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Same bat channel. Bye-bye.